transmitting live from Lagos, Nigeria on WFM 91.7. My name is Omolola, and I'm here as usual with
MK.
Please join this conversation by calling 07000 917 917, 080 3321 4121, 070 3974 2185. WhatsApp messages only. And you can connect with us on all our social media platforms at No Cap with MK and Omolola on TikTok, at 4Media Official on IG, also as we stream live from www.wfm917.com. We'll be right back.
African sister, you are a wonder, and I'm no understander. Oh, you know you're beautiful with the stamina, confident like phenomena. One day get to get out the way. One who's all, when you see an African woman celebrate, celebrate you every day.
Hey, hello everyone. Today we are talking about domestic violence, which is also has to do with relationship abuse.
Yeah.
And the reason why we said relationship abuse is because it's not only about being married. You know, you can have friends that are abusing you. You can have sisters who are maltreating you. You can have your parents also maltreating you. We're talking about this in terms of young girls and the things they go through as a young girl. So that's why we said relationship abuse as well. And I know that a lot of people has a lot to say concerning stuff like this. And Malala, I know there are lots of things going on, and I know you were trying to tell me something about.
Okay. The video that went viral about one lawyer that, was abusing his wife in front of his kids, It's so heartbreaking because this violence does not only affect the adults involved, but it has a very lasting impact on the children. So it's two ways. It's either it makes them strong, strong-willed, and sometimes in most cases maybe violent, or it makes them withdraw to themselves and make decisions that they might end up regretting. It's just it's very sad for me, especially when you see kids experience such at a very young age. Those kids were very young. I think they could be more than between 5 and 6, maybe 7 at the most. Having to see that their father, beating their mom, and their mom running under the table, trying to run away from him. Yeah. It was that graphic.
Was that beaten in the night or what?
I think it was during the day.
Nobody is coming to rescue or something?
It was during the day, and then
God.
she was, there was a lot of confrontation. Of course, there will be backstory to it about, maybe she said, according to the conversation we heard on that video, she said something around, he complained that I told you that she's just my friend, we're working together. And so maybe she somehow, women can be funny sometimes. Maybe she picked up his phone and maybe sent a message to his business partner, saying things like, leave my husband alone and all of that. And then, so he in turn coming back home saying that, why did you do that? Or something like that. I think it was something around that line that, we don't have the full story. It was just the video that we saw. But however, it's a trigger, it's a trigger.
So has the man said anything after then?
We haven't seen anything online.
Okay.
We are the
Okay.
online in-laws we're watching.
Okay, I get it. I think basically for me, I'm more inclined towards the kids.
Yeah.
You know, have looked at kids all over the world because somehow I don't know. I'm just more inclined towards female children. You know, how they are being abused, the kind of relationship they are in between even their friends. You
Yeah.
know, I've heard so many young girls saying that they are being bullied right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Let's just say even of both, you know,
Yeah.
being bullied in school, and I remember a lot of female coming out to say that they are being abused. I call it based on what Vanguard had saying that the likes of Said Balogun's wife, that is Fatia
Oh yeah,
Balogun,
Fetia
yeah, Fatia
Balogun.
Balogun, Tiwa Savage. I
Yeah.
was surprised. Mona
Yeah. Same
Lisa
here.
Chindu,
Yeah. Yeah.
all
You know,
these
it's
people
just
are,
Chinda.
yeah, they
Yeah.
they went through this kind of abuse and all that,
Mm.
and sometimes don't I feel it's overflowed. Like there's no
Really?
change. I mean, what I'm saying is that the people are not changing. I mean, what do you? I don't know.
I believe, I mean, with the voice that has been rendered over the years, towards this cause, somehow where the voices are changing, upcoming men that would most likely tilt towards that. You would think that a lawyer would know better and not physically abuse his wife in front of his children. In fact, abuse his wife in the first place. But for me, I believe that it is because you want to control.
Hmm.
In most cases, because you feel you are a superior being to that wife. That's why you'd feel like, okay, you can't just have normal arguments as adults. You can have disagreements over one thing or the other, but however, you should be able to have a sit down and have a conversation without throwing insults, without saying, oh, I don't want to say some words on the radio at the moment, but
Hmm.
you can have conversation, you can have disagreements without the physical or verbal abuse, honestly. So I believe right now we can open up the line and just hear from our listeners.
Yeah.
Let's
Well.
hear from our listeners.
Yeah.
Have you experienced domestic abuse, violence in any way? Have you experienced? Because there are different types of abuse.
Hmm.
It's not
Hmm.
just limited to physical.
Hmm.
There are different types. So we would like to hear from our listeners. If you have experienced or someone who is close to you who has experienced it, please call in and share your experience with us.
While we're waiting for them to come
Yeah,
in, because time is really running out, and then we
yeah,
have so much to say to pass
exactly.
across and all that.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, a lot of people couldn't get through to us last week.
yeah,
But try to see what we can do through then the phone,
yeah,
the in-house phone.
yeah.
So, one thing I know is that, like I said, my empathy is towards the
The
children,
children,
and
yeah.
I remember the likes of Miley Cyrus,
Mm.
who had to work 12 hours in a day, and we have kids like that in Nigeria also
Yeah,
doing that,
yeah,
and we have Zendaya talking about her not being able to go to high school
yeah,
because she has to work,
yeah,
and as she's working, she's taking care of all the family. All
yeah,
these are abuse,
yeah,
and
because
it's the same way the little girl that is carrying akara, carrying
true,
granite to
yeah.
go and
A
sell.
lot of them are homeless because due to domestic violence of some sort. Maybe mother left because she couldn't, take it anymore. She left and left the kids with the father, and
Mm,
father just, leave them in the care of anyone else who can take care of them. So at the end of the day, the kids are at the receiving end of any form of abuse. They are
mm.
always at the receiving end. So I really share your thoughts
Yeah,
about, your care being majorly for the children.
yeah, because the thing is, and also don't forget that these kids,
Yeah,
most of these adults,
yeah.
female adults, they have the signs,
Oh yeah, the signs
that
are
they are
usually there.
there,
Just
but
ignore.
as a young girl, what sign are you looking at for?
Mm,
A young girl whose father is abusing her, doesn't even know whether it is right or wrong,
mm.
doesn't know. And a young girl who is asked to go and sell things, and then he goes to where you have um unruly people
Yeah,
who can take
get
advantage
exposed
of her.
unnecessarily,
Exactly.
to things that she shouldn't be exposed to.
Exactly. So these are the people that I feel that once you groom them from young, okay, like a lot of them are talking about, okay, I didn't know this was one of this female actor was saying that the person that was meant to play her mother was actually very abusive.
Oh wow.
On set, and he would just scream, because you're acting like my mother. You're actually not acting it out like I have offended you.
Oh my
Do
God.
you understand? And because
That's
yeah,
traumatizing.
and because she doesn't even know, and when she's trying to like squeeze her face and all that, people are like, come on, do what you're supposed to do and all that, and then she doesn't even know where to go to.
Mm.
So I that's why I said I'm more I mean, look at the young girls out there, and I see that a lot of girls, based on our society,
Yeah.
based on the way they are being groomed, they're going
Mm.
through a lot and all that. And I don't know if people are aware that Lagos State actually have um a hotline for things like that, a hotline for
Well, I
them,
mean,
an
that's why we
info.
have this platform. At least we are able to, I mean, talk about it and give out numbers, that can, you know, help people where people can call in or report any form of abuse. Um, I think it's time for us to go on a music break.
Yes, please.
And then when we come back, we'll discuss some of the signs of physical abuse and all the forms of abuse.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Okay, so we're going to take some questions that have come in, and I think Lola, you're showing me some questions that
Yes,
you
yeah.
sent to,
So
and
this person
also,
said, why do victims sometimes return to or stay with the abuser?
um, the abuser and abusee.
Abuser and abusee.
Sometimes people feel they are helpless,
Yes.
or they don't have. Oh, somebody is trying to call. Why is my phone on focus mode?
What's focus mode?
Yeah, so somebody's trying to call, because I had to give up my line,
Okay.
so that they can speak as well, since they can't get through to the studio line, you know.
Okay.
Hello, yeah, sorry, my phone was on focus. Hello, who am I speaking with, please? Good morning, how you doing? What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Anadoma.
Okay, where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from Ibadoma.
Okay, so what's your question, please?
Uh, my question is, I have a friend.
Okay.
I'm asking a question on relationship.
Yes.
Okay.
The friend has a boyfriend, and once had a boyfriend that used to beat her. So, and I was her and beat her every day, almost every time. They fight almost every time. So I had to interfere in the relationship, because the the mother of the lady knows me very well, and she usually tell me, okay, this is your sister, your younger sister, please. She's from Port Harcourt, and we, the family, we are not here to monitor her. So please help her footstep and all. The boyfriend, when they were dating, I didn't know about it. But later, the lady told me that she used to beat her, stuff like that. So I had to interfere. I made sure they broke up the relationship. Now the boyfriend.
Okay. Yeah. So where's your friend? Where are they now? She's totally separated from her,
So
from him? Or are they back together? Because that's what Molola is asking.
Yes, ma'am.
They are back
Because
together?
no, no, no. So I told her that if they should get back together, I'll be the one to tell the parents myself.
Oh.
I told her that I will tell the parents.
You did the
Okay.
right thing.
Their mom about it.
Thank you,
Thank you
Annabelle.
so much. Thank you
Thank you,
for calling.
Annabelle.
They just
You did the
Sorry.
right thing. You did the right thing. I mean, stepping in and helping out. And this is what we're actually saying. You know, so sometimes the abusee. I hope I'm allowed to say
No,
that.
we can call our own words.
Okay, so
Bootylicious entered
yeah,
the
I mean,
dictionary.
so the abusee, you know, may not even know that they are being abused, or they just like, you know, how do I, like you said, some people feel so helpless, and so they just
Like this
accept
lady
it.
that all her parents are in Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
Maybe she came here to serve, and where can I go?
Unfortunately, landing with a boyfriend who is beating her black and blue.
Mm-hmm.
So there's another question here. People seem to be asking a lot of questions this morning. Do abusers show any potential warning signs? Yes, they do, but sometimes, you know, I'm answering that. They do. So sometimes most people just ignore it. So for me, I use this analogy. If you hold an egg in your hand, in your palm, and you hold it so tight, so you don't want to let go, you don't want to lose it, it breaks. And then in the process, you've hurt the egg rather. So for me, I believe that some of these abusers, they hold on too tight. Like they are calling you every 5 seconds. Who are you meeting? Who are you with? You know, that's a sign of abuse. When they start, you know, poking their noses into the things you do. I'm not saying it's not okay for you to, I mean, just know where your partner is and all of that. But when you now do too much of everything is bad. When you do too much about it and then you start getting very verbal abuse, you know, restraining friends from coming to visit, from you going to see friends, those are signs. Those are signs. You know, we might not be able to explore all of that today, but however, we'll just try and touch it up, and then we meet on TikTok tomorrow to discuss it more. Do you want to take the third?
But I understand something that when you say somebody is asking questions and probing and into your activities and all that, and wants to know where you are and all that, one can, if it's just like asking questions, where are you done, are you coming home, who are you with, and all that and all that, will that be, is that an abuse?
No, it's not.
So I don't know, I'm just trying to say that maybe abuse is when you're like started saying words that are derogatory, raising your hands and all that, trying
It's
to
a form
diss
of abuse. That's emotional
person.
abuse. There's the financial abuse also, which is controlling the finances, preventing access to money, sabotaging job opportunities and all that. Then isolation, stopping families from coming to visit. You know, so we're running out of time. So we'll just perhaps just give out we want to encourage anyone who is experiencing domestic violence, relationship violence, to reach out for help. You can call the domestic violence hotline or visit Lagos State's Safeguarding and Child Protection Policy of 2016, 0800 8000 333333. And then you can send them an email on info@lagosdsva.org. We have various private organizations as well that can be contacted. To report child abuse in Lagos State, you can call #6820 star 6820 or text abuse to 6820 on MTN or Airtel. Thanks all.
I think what I want to leave with people, like I said, I'm tilted towards the kids. What I want to leave with people, try and be your, I think they
Mother's
say this
keeper.
in neighbor's keeper, or what did they say?
Brother's keeper,
Brother's
sister's
keeper.
keeper,
Yeah, try
not
and see if
sister's
a
keeper.
child is being abused. Just try and find a way to
Help.
alert the parents. If
Yeah.
it's from the parents, then you have to alert the
Authorities.
government, the
Yes, the
authority, and
government.
other. And I want to quickly say this. Do you know, I have a friend who said she was beaten for the first time, and instead of going to report the man to the
The
to
family.
family, she
Okay.
went directly to the police station,
Oh
and that
wow.
has been said because I just wanted to stop. I don't
Oh
want
wow.
anybody to be begging me,
Mm.
and it has caused some kind of problem in the family and all that. Well, as we round up, we just need you to, for me, watch out for the kids, the young girls and
Okay.
all that, and then let's see how we can help them from relationship abuse, from
Okay.
uncles and all that.
Yeah. I mean, that's all for today's program. Remember, you're not alone. Stay strong, stay safe, and keep the conversation going. Thank you.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, no, no, no. Don't feel like you're not enough. Cause even when times get tough, you shine. Don't think that they'll ever win. Cause nothing can ever dim that light in you. You got the heart, you got the power, nothing you can't do. One voice can start a choir, lift your voice to the sky. One heart could change the world. One star can light the sky up. One light can ignite the night up. One heart could change the world. Oh, one heart. Oh, one heart could change the world. No, no, no. Don't think you're in this alone. Don't think it's impossible to get where you need to be. Have some faith, believe it. Trust your dream, you reach. WFM. Hey, moving to inspire and to break the culture of silence. Here is 91.7, the voice of women, the voice of women, the voice of women. 91.7, the voice of women, the voice of women. The voice of women, 91.7 WFM 91.7.
It's 9 o'clock, and here's the news at 9 on your Women Radio 91.7. Women Radio. Women Radio 91.7 FM, in partnership with CJID, Center for Journalism, Innovation and Development, announces the inaugural AI Radio Summit on Saturday, November 16, 2024 in Lagos, Nigeria. Themed Smart Radio, leveraging AI for next-gen broadcasting, the event will bring together experts from AI and broadcasting to discuss the impact of AI on radio in Nigeria. 2 men have been arrested for allegedly stripping 2 teenage girls and flogging them over allegations concerning theft in Ebonyi State. The Ebonyi State Police Command vowed to prosecute the suspect to serve as a deterrent to others against taking the laws into their own hands. A 2-year-old girl has been raped